Hey there, thanks for joining me. I'm Tech from TechO.com. This week I'm talking about finding your sexiest customer. Why would you focus on your sexiest customer, and who are they? Okay, apart from a bit of fun, your sexiest customer is the customer who finds your product or service attractive, and because of a variety of reasons, it's the customer that you also find attractive. I'll tell you more about that later. Your most attractive customer is a combination of the customer who not only needs your product or service, they actually want it, if you can send them the right messages, of course. What makes him or her not just attractive but downright sexy is that you also find them attractive. You need to focus on your most attractive customer because not only are they ready to buy, but they are exactly who you want as your ideal customer. Selling to them will be a lot easier than selling to someone who's not really interested or someone that maybe you'd find difficult to service properly. They sit in the sweet spot. Before I start, let me just say that I have drilled down on the hungry customer in my book, Smart Marketing, 7 Easy Steps to More Sales. It's available right now from Amazon.com. And at the end of this video, I'll also tell you a little bit about a smart marketing training course that I'm launching soon. You'll be thrilled to hear about it because it's going to give you a proven system that you can apply in your business immediately. If you watched the last couple of weeks' videos, and if you didn't, why not? You'd know that I talked about the sales funnel and how you need to turn your product's features into benefits for your customer, and the benefits have to meet their needs. If your product meets their needs, they will want your product. If you get them there, they're all the way down the funnel as very warm leads. So you need to target them with your marketing. But just one thing, do you want every warm lead? Do you want to convert all your warm leads? Stupid question, you say. Of course I want them all. I want to make sales. Well, let me ask you a question. If you had a choice and both these customers came up and found your product attractive because it meets their needs, who would you rather serve? Number one, the customer who is loyal and engages with you and is easy to deal with? Or number two, the customer who might have a single sale interest, who's difficult to deal with and looks for discounts? Yeah, I know. If you had no choice, you'd take them both. But I'm saying, if you had a choice, which would you choose? Right. Number one every time, right? No brainer. Not all warm leads may be good customers. It may be difficult for you to service them to provide the quality service you want to provide. This might be because, for example, of geography. They might be located somewhere that you don't normally cover, say. It may be because of a specialist need that you have to make changes to your product or your service to satisfy. Perhaps these customers demand lower margins and they can get them, like supermarket chains with clout, for example. It could be that they represent too low volumes, or on the other hand, too high volumes. What I mean is that while they find your product attractive, they may only want to buy once a year. So why should you focus your marketing efforts on somebody who wants to buy once a year? Or alternately, they may want to buy in extremely large volumes very frequently, several times a week. Now, you may not be able to meet those demands because of your investment costs and so on. These are just some examples of warm leads that you may not be rushing to serve. Oh, and I forgot one. There may be a customer or potential customer that you just don't like serving. Now, as many of you know, I started my career as an accountant, and one of my clients years ago was, shall we say, ethically challenged. He used to renege on deals with his suppliers. He used to cheat his customers and short-paid his staff. Now, he did used to pay me well, and he desperately needed my skills to stay out of trouble from the tax man. But did I really want to associate with someone like that? Nah, I gave him the boot. So we come to the sexy customer matrix. Yeah, okay, maybe technically it's actually called the customer attractiveness matrix. But if they're in the sweet spot, I think it should be called something catchy, don't you? This is a simple matrix where you compare the attractiveness of the customer to you and the customer's attraction to your product. What you do, pretty simply, is to list your customers or your market segments and then you rank them. First, on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is totally unattractive and 10 is totally attractive, how attractive are they to you as a customer? And then, again on a scale of 0 to 10, how attracted do you think they would be to your product? Use your gut if you have to. If you know your market well enough, that really should be close enough. Once you've done that, it's easy enough to plot them into a matrix. Let's say customer X scored 9 for attractiveness to you and 7 for being attracted to your product. Then customer X would fit into the top right-hand quadrant of this matrix. If you now populate this matrix with all your customers or market segments, you can now align warm leads to your sales objectives. So, everyone in the top right-hand corner are your ideal customers. Not only that, if you get your messages right about your product benefits and what needs they meet, these customers are low-hanging fruit, ready to buy. Everybody who ends up in the lower right quadrant are your secondary targets. They're still attractive to you as customers, but it will be a little harder to win them over. Now remember, you don't spend too much marketing effort on them until you've pretty much got everyone in the top right as customers. That way you leverage your best, most attractive customers before you go to the secondary target. You may even be able to use your now existing best customers to help you win the secondary targets, maybe using their testimonials or referrals perhaps. Over on the top left-hand quadrant, these are the people you don't spend too much effort on at all. It seems they already like your product, so if they come and buy, just accept the sale, but don't waste time to go and find them. Let's face it, you mark them as unattractive to you for a reason. Maybe they're the slow payers or they're the ethically challenged like my client. The last ones, those that fall into the bottom left-hand quadrant, you just leave alone. You might even consider rejecting them if they wanted to buy from you. But you do need to consider all aspects of this. They may refer to someone in the right-hand quadrants. They might be a relative, for example. Or they may pose a risk to your reputation if you don't accept them. It's going to have to be horses for courses, and you're going to need to look at them carefully. So there you have it. A simple tool to find your sexiest customer and then love them to death. I mentioned earlier that I've developed a course on the smart marketing system, and I'm going to be launching it soon. It's based on my Smart Marketing 7 Easy Steps to More Sales system. It's a video training course over 5 weeks. I'll be conducting each lesson as if it were a personal workshop with me, where I'm leading you or your team through each step of the Smart Marketing 7-step process. There'll be plenty of templates and worksheets included so that you can create your marketing strategies as you proceed through the course and then use them immediately. If you want to know more about the course, go to my website at techo.com and sign up so that I can send you the details. Or you can click on the link at the bottom of this video and find out more. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this video about finding your most attractive customer. Why don't you give the matrix a try? If your marketing activity at the moment is a wide and sundry blast to everyone, using this matrix will give you some focus. And don't forget, if you want to know more about my Smart Marketing video training course, click on the link below. Bye for now, and I'll see you next week.